So everyone in Australia and all over the world has heard about the new hate speech laws coming into Australia, which are arguably the worst and the most draconian laws against freedom of speech that the world may have ever seen. The first thing I want to tell you is do not be afraid, because I know a lot of people that are willing to put themselves on the line to prove that this is draconian and that it is not a legislation that Australians want. Even if this does go through, which it might, even without amendments, there are people who are willing to go to jail, including myself, to make a point. And when people like this go too far, it always backfires. We just don't know how long it's going to take and we don't know how much pain it's going to be. But that's the first thing I want to say. The other thing I want to say is that there is a convoy to Canberra planned for Monday. No one's organising it. No organisation is organising it. It is completely organic, and as many of you who can go should go. I'm in New Zealand. I can't go. But if I was in Australia, I definitely would be there. So this could be one of the biggest convoys to Canberra we have ever seen, because there are so many groups that are against this bill. The most interesting thing is that it's called the Combating Anti-Semitism, Hate and Extremist Bill, but actually it protects radical Islamists to continue to preach against Jews. So it is actually doing the complete opposite to the name of it. And this is this is what they do. They play word games, they gaslight us into thinking that we're crazy, but actually this bill is all about taking away normal people's freedom of speech and actually giving more freedom of speech to the extremists, which is absolutely insane. And luckily, so many people are talking about it, and actually maybe it won't go through with that particular part. Maybe there will be amendments, but this just shows what Anthony Albanese and the Labor Party are willing to go to just for votes, because the immigration vote for them is huge. The immigration minister, Tony Burke, his electorate has the highest population of Muslims in the entire country. So we just know what they're doing. They're just trying to appease their voters, and it is not good enough, because Australians need to be put first, no matter whether you're going to get back in or not. And we are sick of it. And I'll tell you what, if you look at the submissions for this bill, so people are able to write submissions, organisations are, we have, Put Australia First have, pretty much nobody has written a submission in favour of the bill. Nobody. And all of the submissions against the bill, so many of them are from Jewish people. And the name of the bill is Combating Anti-Semitism. So how does it work when the group that you're supposed to be apparently protecting are actually the ones that are against it? I know for sure that the grassroots Jewish people are actually against this bill. So it is the biggest gaslighting piece of legislation I have ever seen. They're basically virtue signaling that they care about anti-Semitism while actually making the anti-Semitism in this country worse and protecting nobody except for the people who are causing the anti-Semitism. Gosh, you just can't write this stuff. You can't make it up. But anyway, don't be fearful. There's a convoy to Canberra. There's a lot of people against this. It could go through, but even if it does, there are people who are going to fight it. So don't worry. Let's see this through.